Hello, let me demonstrate this construction functionality using Pure Blueprints. For example, all of these elements become buildable. Firstly, to accommodate variations in terrain elevation, you need to lay a base floor on top. This way, regardless of the terrain undulations, that the elevation differences are consistent. Look, if it's too high, you can add another layer here. Then, we just add a ladder here. Then, this tool enables you to build very quickly. For example, with this floor, you can just randomly place it here. You see, I'm just moving around. The touch sensitivity is excellent. And finally, you just need to roughly shape this. A basic floor is then laid out. And say you want to add a low wall around with windows. Just keep building all the way. Some places might not be well placed. You can manually delete those and be done. Delete a few extras. And then, this is a ramp. When placed here, it can rotate. See, a triangular plate comes out. Then you place another ramp like this. See, it assembles just like that. We can place a half wall here. Then, here you can seal this section. That completes my blueprint project. You can search for it in the Unreal Marketplace. Type build into search bar here. It is available right here. It is called the build system. Alternatively, you can search directly for build system or building system. Here it is, the one with a slash in the middle. Divide it into two materials. What about the decorations? For instance, consider this picture that you can hang on this wall. Additionally, I have created some items with physical effects, such as these balloons. You can place several more. And some chandeliers. For instance, those that can be hung from the ceiling. Note, they cannot be placed on this wall or on the floor. However, if you add 4, they are permitted to be hung above. This is a chandelier, and the principle of the chandelier requires an angle of 170 to 180 degrees. It is relatively parallel to the ground. Additionally, there are items such as tables, chairs, and benches. What effect can ultimately be achieved? Creating a house like this. Additionally, behind this house, a boat. Our system also includes network synchronization. For instance, when you build here, the other party can see it and can update or delete it in real time. Alright. We've also incorporated logic for saving. If you wish to create something new inside, like arranging it this way, we can simply click Save here. After you re-enter the game, you will discover that the staircase you constructed is still here. Regarding saving, there is an additional small feature. You can use it immediately. To construct simple levels, having just completed such a level, I can click Save too. Here, after taking the box in the editor, click Save Game and then Exit. At this point, we'll locate this place. Below there's an Editor Level 2, which allows you to edit this level. At this point, when you click Spawn, it will inquire if you want to regenerate the building you just saved. Click OK, and it will place the building you just generated in Editor. Note, this is under Editor mode, where you can rotate and adjust it. You can edit it as needed. After making edits, when you enter the game, you will see that the edits have been applied here too. Okay. Let's rotate it back, and you will see it regenerated here. All these are readily usable. Have we returned to the original place? If you dislike the structure you just saved, you can also quickly remove it. By clicking Destroy, it will delete all elements with a top tag. This method is convenient and quick. Let's examine the performance. For example, I have written this function here. When the count is less than 200, we generate a grid of 100 by 100. Alright, a 10 by 10 grid consists of 100 tiles. It is now fully generated. Look, with 20,000 actors, there are so many. However, logically, it's under no stress. You see, the frame rate here remains very high. Then, regarding this object, our collisions are separated. For instance, here we have a staircase. Though the staircase appears this way, but the collision is like this. All these are set separately. Within the actor, whenever you import any model, you don't need to concern yourself. I can customize various materials. For example, I have options like glass and metal. There is also the metal part. How do we configure these materials? We can open this model right here. Then, in this location, each line represents a new material. You can add a new line. Here, for instance, copy this one. Duplicate it, and then add a new material, name. Afterwards, replace each imported model individually. Once replaced, we revisit this and simply set it up in this widget. You just add a new button here. And when this button is pressed, we set this material, just as with the previous ones. Ah, it's that simple. For instance, let's test it. I'll copy this glass and rename it 123. Ah, you will observe, although the name and icon are incorrect, its model can now be generated correctly. And to configure its icon, in this table here, you will find several options. Scroll down to the Display Info section, where you can refer to each entry by its ID. You will discover every material listed under this ID. Here, create a new entry, add 1 to 3, and then align its material and material name. Fill it in and select an image for the texture. Just choose an image and insert it. For example, here I select this icon. When you open this material, you will see that an entry has been replaced. Then you only need to replicate the process for the others, and it's complete. Everything you need is referenced here.